I realized something unsettling a while ago here. If I died tomorrow, my kids would inherit millions and millions of digital photos and videos, multiple cloud storage accounts, old email accounts, passwords, videos, backup of backups. And that's not a legacy. That's a digital mess. We talk about downsizing and decluttering our homes in retirement, but no one really talks about downsizing your digital footprint. No one talks about what happens to our cloud storage, your Google account, your iCloud, your Dropbox, your social media accounts when you're gone. Are we building a meaningful retirement legacy or quietly leaving behind a digital overwhelm for our children to clean up, if they even clean it up? This all started when I decided to declutter my digital life. Not the closet, not the basement, my digital footprint. I started decluttering old emails, closing unused accounts, and unsubscribing from a million things that I had forgot I even signed up for years ago. Then I opened my cloud storage. Actually, my clouds, plural. The Google Photos, the iCloud, the old Dropbox account, the backup drives that I have, and I have many, more than this. And that's when I saw the number. Tens of thousands of photos, screenshots, blurry sunsets, photos of meals I don't even remember eating. 10 nearly identical photos of the same moment because I couldn't choose the best one. And I froze because I realized if something happened to me, who is sorting through all of this? Or would they even know it's here? And who would decide what matters? So I did something radical. I actually asked my kids. I said, be honest. If something happened to me, do you want the 100,000 photos and videos that I have? They said, no, not now. But yeah, someday. And then my son added something important, but not all of them. That was the shift. They didn't want the volume. They want the meaning. And here's what struck me. Our relationship with photos has completely changed. When we were younger, it was simpler. We had a film. We had camera and a film. Remember those? You either had 24 exposures, or if you were lucky and you splurged, you had 36. That was it. You didn't take 10 photos of the same moment. You took one, maybe two if you were feeling a little bit wild, because every click cost money. You had to pay to get them developed. You had to then go pick them up, and you immediately would discard the bad ones, the blurry ones, the ones where somebody was blinking, and the ones with the accidental thumb in them. We were selective, purposeful, intentional. Now it costs nothing to take 200 photos in 5 minutes. And we don't delete anything. We just store them, and we store them, and we store them. Because storage feels infinite, but it isn't. And neither is someone's time of sorting through them later. Back then, we curated naturally. Now we hoard digitally. And I realized I had stopped being intentional. Now I'm doing the hard work. I'm going through the photos one by one, deleting the blurry ones, deleting the duplicates, deleting the random screenshots, and keeping the ones that actually tell a story, the ones that make you feel something. It's emotional because every photo feels like a tiny decision about what matters. But I keep reminding myself, legacy isn't about volume, it's about intention. Once you retire, something shifts. You start thinking about your legacy. You start thinking about what you really want to leave behind. And in today's world, that often becomes digital. A YouTube channel, a photo archive, a recorded life lessons, saved stories, and it feels responsible and it feels loving. But asking my kids that question changed everything for me, because maybe legacy isn't something we store. Maybe it's something that we live. Maybe it's not a noun. Maybe it's just a verb. While I was deleting the duplicate photos, I realized something powerful. The moments that matter. They weren't perfectly staged photos. They were the lived ones. The laughter around the table, the hard conversations, teaching them something in real time, helping them through something difficult. Those moments aren't stored in a cloud or on a drive. They're stored in people. Here's the difference between inheritance and heritage. Inheritance is what you leave to someone. Heritage is what you leave in someone. One requires storage space, and the other requires presence. Even financial advisors now ask retirees, would you rather leave the money or see your family enjoy it while you're alive? Most people say, while I'm here. That same applies to your time. Your time is the most valuable asset you have. So instead of obsessing over preserving everything, I'm choosing to curate, to simplify, to be intentional. I'm still cleaning up my digital footprint, still consolidating cloud accounts, still deleting thousands of photos, but now it's more freeing. It's less pressured because I don't want to leave behind confusion. I want to leave behind clarity. I don't want to leave behind clutter. I want to leave behind connections. Your children don't need a perfectly archived version of you. They love the real you, the funny you, the wise you, the imperfect you, even occasionally the grumpy you. They want your presence, not your production, your time, not your timeline. So maybe digital clutter isn't just about storage space. Maybe it's about emotional space. Maybe it's about letting go of the pressure to preserve everything and choosing instead to live fully now. If this resonates with you, tell me in the comments. Have you asked your kids what they actually want? How many photos are sitting in your cloud storage accounts right now? And if this observation has helped you rethink retirement legacy or digital clutter, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you're navigating retirement like I am, simplifying, questioning, redefining what matters, subscribe, because sometimes the most powerful legacy we can leave is less and more of us. Thanks for being here today.